All right, we are recording the call. It is Thursday, February 4th. So we have started February. Team Cup has started. We haven't really talked a whole lot about Team Cup, but we'll talk about it a little bit today. And let's see. Few people, I know I talked last week about who finished, but I know Stephanie finished with Success Club 7 last month, so she was our top coach of the month, so good job for her. And congrats to Julie. She just made her first sale, so whoop whoop. On something doing 21-day fix, so that's great. So good job for that. And I know she's got, out there and talking to a lot of people. I just want to say thank you to Abby and to Rachel because you guys both reached out to me to help me make some posts for the free group. So we're putting that all together. And if anybody wants to help with actually posting in the free group, let me know. I'll probably open it up tomorrow night sometime, and we can start adding people in there throughout the weekend. And then I'll send out, once I get all of our posts together by Saturday. Sorry if it doesn't come to you till Sunday if you have to schedule it. But I'll try and schedule like my stuff maybe for earlier in the week, so that way if you're on the schedule for later, you'll still have time to schedule it if you want. So we'll get that out and started. I'll make like a video or something for Sunday night and post that in there for Sunday night. There's Chloe. And then we will start with the free planking challenge on Monday. I try and have 3 posts a day in there. So the first one will be like the daily plank challenge. I'm going to try and get people to comment below that challenge when they've done it, below that post, so it doesn't keep moving them up. So we'll see if that works better than pinning it, because when we pin it, people can't find it. So we're going to work with that one and see if we change it up a little. Then usually a midday and evening post will be, kind of either a healthy tip or a recipe or motivational, that kind of stuff. So easy because it's free. We don't want to spend a lot of time on it, but we want to make people excited enough and enjoy it enough that they want to try another one of our paid challenge groups, so to speak. And thank you guys all for helping and stepping up to help with the Fit and Fab group. I really appreciate it. Even if you don't have people in it, you stepped up, and that's really helpful to me. So I really appreciate that. So thank you guys. And some of you guys are new to it, so I appreciate you just kind of stepping out of your box to give that a try. So for this month, for sales, it's kind of a lot of the same. 21-day fix still, 21-day fix extreme. Those are both 140 challenge packs. Size is also 140. And then they also have kickstarts for all 3 of those. So kickstarts is the 3-day refresh plus the program. So that's a really, really great deal for somebody that wants to give it a try. And then there's also refresh alone with a challenge pack. So here's the deal. Like if you get somebody that's interested in just Shakeology, for example, offer them, tell them you'll give them the $10 and buy the program off of them. I just had somebody do that. So I'll have an extra 21-day fix extreme that I can use as a giveaway. Tell them you'll buy the refresh off of them, whatever. So that way you can use them as giveaways when you're like trying to, promote. So that's one way to get somebody who's wanting Shakeology but not a program. Somebody is already doing like on Home Direct and they want a new program, you can have them cancel and reorder a challenge pack. It's a better deal for them, and then they get a whole new program for basically $10 more. What would be even better is they then sign up the second time around as a coach with a challenge pack, because then you have them as a coach. They're getting the discount. They're liking Shakeology. So that they can cancel their Home Direct and order another challenge pack. 99.9% of the time you get the points towards it. Every once in a while there's a fluke, and supposedly you can't get points more than once, but I always have. I think the one time somebody didn't was when it happened all in the same month. They purchased them both in the same month, and that didn't count. But I've never had an issue with that. So that's a benefit for you and a benefit for the customer. So I have decided that next Wednesday night at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to host a live coaching event. Basically, it's going to be a Zoom call, and I'm going to walk through the coaching webinar, and I will answer questions and kind of just give people an opportunity, a face-to-face opportunity. We'll record it as well so we can share it with people. Hopefully, if we get people on, then it would be enough, it's something to invite people to for next week. I'll make a couple different, things to share. I've tried this once before, so I have something, a template already. I'm just going to change the date. So invite people to it. It's 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. If they can't make it, you can tell them, we'll share the recording with them. But if they're on there, then they can get their immediate questions immediately answered. And that's the goal, is to answer people's questions face to face. Hear our excitement, hear our passion. Why do we love it? Only thing I ask is if you have people in it, that you guys get on as well. So that would be really helpful, so they can see you can help answer questions from your point of view too. So 9:30 Eastern Standard Time next Wednesday, the 10th. That's the plan. So let's try and invite, and I'll reach out to you guys before then, see if people have anything. I know it's short notice, but sometimes people are better with short notice and are like, hey, I can do this, and we'll give it a try and see what we get. Because Sneak Peek's so far away, I want us to have an opportunity to talk about coaching, and this will give you that opportunity. So that's next Wednesday. Free group will start on Monday. February 22nd, I've been starting to advertise for our spring break get ready group. That does give us a little leeway with start time. So like if we want to push it to the 29th, it still gets us to before spring break. But we'll start by saying the 22nd in hopes that we'll get some people by then, and if not, we can push it to the 29th. So share that. Rachel had a great picture where she was holding up the programs. If you don't have them, then maybe hold up the one that you do have. And you can hold it up and then say, these are the other programs available. So I actually created a picture with that. I'll be posting it maybe later today or tonight. And I just wrote I found a cute little picture of like spring break or bust and something like that. So, that's just has your face on it rather than just one that's just a picture that people could scroll through. So our ongoing group, this week I tried to schedule some posts in there so that there was an opportunity for more interaction. I'm hoping to reach out to you guys and have us maybe do somewhat of a schedule for that. I don't know the best way to do it. Maybe I put out a month-long calendar and each person just takes a random day. Or if people want to just say, I'll take Tuesdays, I'll take Wednesdays. And it really just has to be one post a day. So it could be a morning motivational. It could be a challenge of the day. It could be a thirsty Thursday, but just something so we have more interaction. Because as we said before, our people in there are the people that have been in there and posting for a while. So we have them happy and they're in there and they're liking our products and they're liking what we do. So we want them now to possibly consider being coaches. So that's why we need to keep that, excited and moving. I'll put that out there once we get through some of these other events. In the meantime, I don't mind on Sunday night. I kind of just sit there and schedule stuff. One other thing that I wanted to mention to you guys, and I don't know how you feel about this, hopefully the turnaround time would be a little bit better. But I had a coach, Rochelle is in Wisconsin, so it's really cold there. So she can't really wear her team t-shirt very often. So she asked if we could do sweatshirts or long sleeve t-shirts. Would you guys be interested? If so, let me know. I found a couple cute, I wanted one that was kind of more girly, so maybe something that's more kind of just look more sporty, but not I don't know. I just looked for a couple different cute styles. So he's going to put together a couple samples. I'll post those. And I'm going to tell him that turnaround time needs to be like seriously fast because it's middle of winter. We need it before like April because that last time was not good turnaround. So I'm working on that. But if you're interested, I'll post the like sample pictures and you guys can let me know if you want one. I'll give you costs. As soon as the more obviously we have interest, the more cheaper it'll probably be. The purpose behind these kind of things is to wear them out, wear them in your pictures, wear them so people can ask you about them. It's called wear and share. So when you have Team Limitless and you have 21 Day Fix and all these programs on the back, the hope is that people will say, hey, what do you do? What is that? I tried Insanity. What else? You know, so it brings conversation. I walk around with my Shakeology water, like cup filled with water all the time. In hopes that sometimes I'll have my Shakeology hat on, but people ask. So it's a way to, you know, network and get new people out there without putting your, you know, just something other way. And if we can get a cute one, it's always fun to wear. So with all of that said, today I wanted to take a moment to talk about recruiting and recruiting with confidence. Because when I first started, I feel like that was probably the hardest thing for me. It was really, really easy for me to sell a challenge pack, but it was really hard for me to ask somebody to join our team because I was like, well, maybe they should try it for a while or maybe, you know, and I would just make excuses for them. So for me, the first thing that I've learned is to not assume that someone's not interested. Like if you can't make the decision for them, you have to put the options out there for them. And then they can tell you. And if they say no, they don't want to do it right now, then that's fine. But if you haven't asked, you'll never know. Several times, what I'll do is when somebody is ready to commit and they're asking me cost, I give them two options. Option one is you get the, you know, challenge pack, which comes with this, and this for one monthly drawing. You get the program, you get free group, all of the details of what you get. Option two, and I write, which is if you're going to drink Shakeology more than 1 month, this is the best way to go. I recommend this because you're the professional, you're the expert, so they need to hear what you recommend. And you recommend that you sign up as a coach. This is what you get. You get, you know, all the same stuff for $140, but then you also get 25% off all your future orders. So even with $15.95 fee, you still save $10 to $15 a month on Shakeology, which equals a free bag a year. Second, you also get, well, for me, I offer them sometimes a rebate, like a $10 or $20 rebate if they sign up as a coach. And then also 3 entries into our monthly drawing. And then I also tell them that if they have friends interested, I'm willing to do the legwork for them and they can get the commission. Typically, when people notice they have friends, then those people start bouncing, you know, start sharing more and end up being more coaches, active coaches. If not, they're a discount coach to start. Yes, we want working coaches, but you also need to get to Diamond some discount coaches to fill some of those areas. So that's what I do to start. And I always give everybody now those 2 options. Even if I know they're just not going to go for it, I put it out there because you just never really truly know. One coach, she signed up last week under Pat. I really was not expecting for her to go for it. She did it. And she had Shakeology in the past. She wanted to get back on track. She wants accountability. And so that's the route she went down. So give people the option. Don't assume that they're not going to be interested. Number 2 is I posted this script the other day in our team page. I have been sending this out like crazy. So this is what I say, and you can find it under the recruiting scripts number 2 in the file section. So basically I'm just writing, hey girl, I have 1 million, and you can change it based on your own wording. I have 1 million things going on right now, but I was hoping to get your input on something real quick. I'm not sure whether this is something that you'd be interested in or not, but I'm taking some time to share about my online fitness business opportunity with a few people who I think would be really great for it. I'm looking to mentor 5 women this month who have a positive mindset and enjoy fitness that might be looking for a health and wellness business they could run from home and bring in some extra cash flow. If I gave you a link to an online presentation that explained everything, would you check it out? I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you taking the time to read and consider my message. So I love this because before I was using the 20 and 30, which I also posted, but it was just like, hey, how's it going? I have a question for you. Can you let me know when you're free? Well, people were not letting me know when they're free. This explains why I'm reaching out to you. And you have the option to not respond back, which out of probably my 25 a day, 15 of them don't respond back right now. But I've also gotten, like, out of the 25 I think I sent out today, I think I sent out the webinar to 4 of them. Yesterday I sent out the webinar to 4 others. So of those, we're hoping, so, you know, obviously the go for no and asking 100 people, you're going to get 20, that then you get 10, then you get 1 that really works out. We all know that. But how you ask them and putting it out there for them, this gives them the opportunity. This is what I'm doing. And then from there, I write them back. If they say, yeah, I'll see the presentation. So I say, great, I have the presentation. When would it be good for me to follow up with you? Oh, no, actually, I've been changing it. I said, do you have time to watch it today? And if they say no, then I say, okay, well, when would be good for me to follow up with you? And then I've been asking them, well, is this messenger a good way to follow up, or do you prefer text, email, or phone? And somebody gave me their text information. Most people say messenger. So that's, you know, how I've been inviting to the coaching opportunity. So that's one option, and the whole script is out there. You can follow it, change it up, make it your own, but the reality is it's a good way to put it out there to people that this is what you're doing and you want them to join you. So inviting to the live event for next Wednesday and then the sneak peek towards the end of the month, that gives you something to invite. You can create an event to invite people to it. You could just do personal messages. You can follow up with people that maybe you've talked to about it. There are lots of different opportunities. Like if these people you're sending these messages to with the 20 and 30, and they're like, yeah, sure. Well, now they haven't responded to them checking out the webinar. Hey, we actually do have a live event coming up next Wednesday. Are you free to listen to that? So it just gives you an opportunity to give more reason to come back and ask them again. Because sometimes people need to be asked more than one time. And 2 times and 3 times. Honestly, like takes sometimes people 7, 8 times to be asked in different ways to want to join. So don't think that just because you ask somebody once that's it. Give them some time, a few months, then check back in and ask them again in a different way. Like this time we're inviting you to the event, or this time I'm inviting you to sneak peek. So there's never a no, like you guys always know. There's always a not right now. So not right now, that's fine. We'll follow up later. Unless they're already a coach, or, you know, those are the times where you kind of have to cross them off your list. One thing we all heard from Bonnie Engel, her national wake-up call, was to post objections on your wall. So answer their questions for them. So, you know, I've been trying now to say, you don't have time is what I hear all the time, you know? Well, guess what? You can do this in 30 minutes a day to start. Yeah, once you get to part-time job status, probably not 30 minutes. If you're just starting, you could probably do this business in 30 to 40 minutes a day well, if it's focused. And that's what I tell people. So post your objections on the wall. Like today I posted about Catherine. It's not a flat out, hey, join my coaching team, but it talks about her success. It talks about how even though she's a busy mom of 3, she is still making time for herself and making time for the business. So that's how we do it. Like Shakeology, I didn't want to buy it because it was so expensive at first, but now, you know, so that shows you're sharing your objections, you're answering their questions without throwing it in their face. And then, like we said, challengers with success equal the best coaches. So you need to make sure you're following up with your people. You need to make sure you're involved and active in that group. Yeah, you're posting your workouts, which is awesome, but post other stuff in that group too. Like post, if you have something comes to mind or you have a great recipe, throw it in there. Julie posted about the derm stuff. Okay, that kind of stuff helps us too, because I had one of my customers ask me about it after her post. So like, we're in this together. So like, if you're going to post, I just started Pio, Chloe just ordered Pio. Gosh, that might get one of our customers say, I've been wanting to try it. Let me know how it is. Or all of us saying, Pio is awesome, Pio is awesome. Well, that might encourage another challenger to say, okay, want to try Pio? Well, that's your opportunity. Well, how about now you're trying something new? Let's sign you up as a coach. So we want to build those people up so much so that they feel us as, they feel connected with us. They're ready to join our team. They're ready to do this all together. So, and then I was listening to a call today, and the only last tip I had was, just like I said, you know, don't just, you know, take no for now, just not right now. Don't take it as cross them off your list and I'm moving on, you know, unless they're really, there's some legitimate, if they're either a coach or, you know, some pregnant, whatever, you know, then even then it's not right now. It's like later down, you know, you follow up with them later after they've had their baby. So just know that, like, no matter what, we all know that you have to build and build. Like, in order to get where I am, like literally for these free groups, I'm adding like 10 to 20 people a day. I'm going in my invites. I'm going in the people that have invited that are still in the invites that haven't clicked invite. I'm adding them as friends. And then I'm sending, so for example, I'm going really fast. For the free group, here's what I'm doing. I'm doing what I've always shared I did. Like, so whoever joins, I send them a message. Thanks for joining. Invite your friends. The one thing I've added is, like, you know, where it says joined, interested, then it says invited. So when your friends invite other friends, those people are in there too. So now I've been sending friend requests to them. When they add on as a friend, I'll send them a quick message inviting them to the free group. So I'm not inviting them to something I'm selling them to. I'm inviting them to an opportunity to join this free group. So because maybe they didn't see their friends request, because all of those kind of go in the, you know, corner and notifications. Sometimes people miss it. So I'm not like selling them anything. So I'm adding them as a friend. We build a relationship. I've added them to ask them if they want to join a free group, and I'm adding people. So all of that is how you build. If you want to build a network on social media, that's one huge way to do it. If a little tip, if you don't want to go in Facebook jail, when you send somebody a friend request and it pops up that says, do you know this person outside of Facebook? Click cancel on that person. Don't send them a request, because then Facebook asks them, do you know this person outside of Facebook? And if they get enough of those, then they don't let you friend request people for like 3 or 4 days. Yeah, so sometimes that happens. We call it Facebook jail. And then you get, but then in the meantime, you have to post in your free group, I'm not allowed to ask you to friend request me, so you have to friend request me. But I've been, the best way to avoid that is to cancel anybody that you don't know outside of it, and they don't really catch you as often. Or I get random, like, do I know you? And I'm like, hey, how's it going? I just wanted to invite you to this free group, you know, and that's it. And if they drop off, they drop off, but you never know. They could be potential. And kind of look at who they are before you send them as a, like, I don't send it out to guys. I don't send out any, like, person. Yeah, we have a guy or two on our team, but I've learned that, like, my niche is not to attract those kind of people, and it just kind of can be weird and awkward, and I just want to build, if I can only have 5,000 friends, then I want as many of those 5,000 friends to be people that are, you know, going to be potential, like, connection, and I don't find as much of a connection with somebody else like that. Now, if they want to be a part of the great free group, then sure, I'll add them, but I don't search out, like, guys through that way, or dads or men or whatever. Not that they can't be great coaches, but, you know, it's just for me. So I don't know. I feel like I'm all going to be breath by then. Do you guys have any questions about that, or about recruiting, or about anything that I said so far?
I have a general question. This might be redundant for some of you, but since I'm new to this, so when you're saying, is there a difference between a challenge group, the free group, and like a plank challenge, for example? Like, what's the difference between?
The plank challenge is our free group.
That's the free group.
Yeah, so every month we'll run a group that people can join without having to purchase any Beachbody programs.
Right, to attract them to.
Yeah, and they get the feel, so that way, like midway in that group, you check in with all those people and you're like, hey, how are you liking this group? You know, just so you know, we run other groups that are just like this using Beachbody programs. So it gives you opportunity to kind of give them an idea of what it's like. And if they like it, you can share more about like things that we do. Okay. And then the two differences between like the accountability groups that we have on. So like, for example, the Fit and Fab or like the spring break one, this is kind of new. We're starting it a little different. I decided I felt like we needed to have an opportunity to have something to invite people to, but also they have to commit to all of the purposes, like the whole challenge pack experience in that group. After they're done with that group, if they want it after those 3 weeks, we can move them to the ongoing group. The ongoing group has always been one that's there are not scheduled posts in there. Kind of people are on their own to post. We're going to try and make that a little less like that, but it's always been that way. And we always wanted to offer people who don't get Shakeology something, because our job as coaches is still to help people and help keep them accountable. So that's the difference between the two, I guess you could say.
Okay. It's like so at the end of February, the Fit Fab February group is closing.
Yeah, so like we just stopped posting in it, and I'll make a video and a post, and then you guys are to reach out to your people and say, this group's over, how'd you like it? We do have a group that is ongoing. I would love to put you in it. Everybody goes into that group and you can post in it, daily, just like we did in here. But this was just to get them started, to be more focused on them and their needs with all the process. And then from there, they should be in the habit of posting and being accountable. So then they can go on to one that's a little less structured, a little less, hey, calling you out. Why are you not on here? Where are you? Kind of thing.
What you do for me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And that's our job, is to call those people out. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just a matter of like, we want people. In fact, I'm going to tell you a quick story before this ends and before we finish. So I had a childhood friend who purchased 21 Day Fix, I think, a while back from me, and I've always checked in on her. She got pregnant with twins, which in fact she thinks Shakeology, she had been trying to get pregnant and could not have success, and she really does truly believe Shakeology helped her with that. So awesome, great, she had twins. So I've still checked in on her. How are you doing? Are you ready to get started again? She bought the refresh, bought Shakeology again. So and I checked in. So randomly, I get an email the other day, and she said that she was breaking up with me because there was a girl that works with her that's a Beachbody coach, and she felt like having someone there in her face would help make her lose the 20 pounds, and she's not happy with herself, and My response to her, but I think I want to share this with you guys, because I don't want you, like, I have a lot of, I got Success Club 15 and I have all these people, but it doesn't mean that I'm not losing people, and it doesn't mean that I'm not, and I did take it personally. She said, don't take this personally. I took it personally because I checked in on you. I asked you when you were ready, like, you have 2 babies, like you just had twins. Like, I'm not going to push you until you're ready to be pushed. But the point of that too is make sure you're asking people where they are and what they need from you. Do you need me to text you every day? Do you need me to push you every day, or are you good? Because I didn't do that. Maybe that was something I need to work on, because I didn't know she needed somebody in her face every day. She never expressed that to me. So I felt like a little, disconcerted. I told her, if you feel like that's what's best for you, and that's what will make you, I want you happy, I want you healthy, I want you feeling good, and if you feel like that's what works best for you, I would have been more than happy to help, work towards helping you be more accountable in any way that I could. But if that didn't work out for you, then I understand, and you do what's best for you. It's not about me, it's about you. And I left it at that. But well, for me, it was a lesson that I need to make sure I know what my challengers need, and asking them what they need is important. Sometimes it's a matter of like offering personal development ideas, or offering texting every morning, or messaging it. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It still doesn't hold up. Honestly, my deep down is, it's not me or the other coach. You have to be ready to push yourself and get yourself there. And that's what it comes down to all of the people in this. But that's what she felt like she needed. So with that said, that's one thing to keep in mind. And we all have down days, and we all get frustrated, and we all have no's, and and it's just a matter of pushing through and keep working towards the yeses, keep working on the people that we have, and continuing to like just help the people that want to be helped. And that's what we do. So I'm going to take a quick picture real quick though, because this is the most people we've ever had on our call. So I'm really excited. So I'm going to take a picture. I'll warn you in 2 seconds before it happens. You can smile. All right. Ready? Now you can smile. Yay. All right. So any other questions? You guys good? So it's only February 4th. We have so much time. So get out there, share with people, talk to people, share the coaching invite, build your team, and if you need anything, let me know, because I'm here to help when I can. So I'll end with a quote, which is actually it's a good one because it's the beginning of the month. Start now, start where you are, start with fear, start with pain, start with doubt, start with hands shaking, start with voice trembling, but start. Start and don't stop. Start where you are and with what you have, and just start. So you have everything you need to be successful. You just have to keep doing it. So with that said, have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys next week.
Thank you.
All right. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.